It's Jove, yet again playing as Surprise! It's Brits, motherfucker! From the north side of Faymanville Approach.
And no surprise on the south here, we have Isildur with OKW.
You kidding me? I nearly spat out my coffee! What? Brits versus OKW? What's going on? Jesus
What, for the
Christ.
third time? Are there more factions to play?
And here we are with Brits versus OKW tournament. And Jove and Isildur have by far been the best players, and that's why they're in the grand final. No surprises that. Oh, the sandbag's just about completed in time to protect against the Stern Pioneers. However, they make it to the apex with only dropping one Soldaten. They force their way to the van and they continue their merry journey, leaving Jove with no territory sectors connected in the first minute of play.
Yeah, that's a good start for Isildur. Really aggressive Stern Pioneer usage.
Was indeed. I like how he jumped in and out of the Faymanville Approach house, making Jove go for a very early Vickers machine gun. Vickers machine gun was a heavy adaptation of the Maxim gun, and it's just funny to me that the Soviets are still using the Maxims in World War II, of course. Anyway, Foch Grenadiers setting up on fuel camp. Nobody going for the north side of the map so far.
He's going now because you lost that engagement, so I think that Jove is going for that field that Isildur didn't contest. But that's obviously, you know, kind of a dangerous field to protect because it's so close to the OKW base.
It really is, but with the Vickers he may just have a chance of doing it, especially if he can occupy this garrison here. I've often seen if they do overextend onto the north side fuel, they need the garrison, and they need control of it.
Stern Pioneer dropping a model and then he simply retreated the squad.
Meanwhile, Vickers finally getting into focus, but Isildur sees it and vanquishes.
Joe with a very aggressive move on the cutoff. I wonder if he's going to move the Vickers there to support the Tommy squad.
Could well do. Vickers is staying immobile though.
Yeah, I think he's expecting a Volk squad to come in from behind.
He's not wrong either. I mean, the Volk squad, however, went to the garrison though, so it was, active. Didn't go quite the direction he wanted. Meanwhile, Jove has been able to connect the fuel point and deconnect Isildur's fuel points. So not bad play all round.
Yeah, at least Jove got that fuel under control, so he's not that bad in that position.
Nice positioning by Isildur. Good overlapping arcs of fire from multiple directions, meaning that Jove has to reposition. And here we go. This is what I was on about with that garrison. Now with the Vickers in there, he's able to overextend into the north side and even start to consolidate the territories on that side. So this is an unusual Faymanville approach positioning.
You could say it's an unusual Faymanville approach, but the problem with that one is that he isn't protecting his cutoff, so if Isildur wants, he can get cut off.
Loving that you're accepting the cheesy wordplay into your life, DevM. It seems so British of you. Alright, infantry pushes out behind the tractor. Fence, Foch Grenadiers ain't nothing to contend with that, so they backpedal. Isildur has more.
He's going for the flank now on the MG.
Oh, the MG gets him though. However, he is the flanking unit that DevM was talking about. Tosses the incendiary grenade, lobs it through the window. MG gets out of there without lose. Well, there you go. One of the crew members lost.
Yeah, so Jove is now going to lose control of that fuel.
Good play from Jove to push away the other Foch Grenadier and keep at least the cutoff, but it's not actually connecting anything anymore thanks to this three-man folk capping it.
Yeah, and Jove is kind of stuck in his base right now.
He is. He's going to have to go down south, and he immediately reacts, DevM. He's now taking his infirmary Tommies down south to the other fuel points. So constant cycling around the battlefield and probing for weaknesses in Isildur's position is Jove, because he himself has the faction that is not strong in the early game. The Brits are a little bit weak in that portion, and it's all about surviving for Jove, and he's proving that he can do that right now.
Yeah, and we have battle group again instead of mechanized. And we have the Tegan from Jove, which is going to be pretty much useless because of that.
Oh, that's we see that time and time again. Players not building an AT gun as a reaction, but rather as an action in preparation for the tank gun. But there is no tank at this point, so you know it's going to be wasted manpower for a time.
Yeah, well, you can't really blame him from for doing that choice, because if the Panzer II came in and no AT out, it would probably destroy his map control.
Yeah, yet again, you're quite right, Dev. I mean, it's very delicate map control at this point. He's just about hanging onto a fuel with his fingertips, and you really get the impression that if Isildur commits to going down south, they'll push him off yet again.
Considering map control at Yaz is actually doing pretty well. This MG, being really aggressive on the center.
Oh, that was good by Jove. He wasn't able to get the suppression off, so he jumps the Royal Engineers into the garrison just to stop the Volksgrenadiers getting in there. So it's all delaying tactics. Oh, he does indeed! Volksgrenadiers from max range. Those engineers I was talking about that were heroes, they end up being...
Not
dead.
heroes.
Yeah, I was trying to think, what is... Mortars! That was the word I wanted. I need to stop trying to be too clever with my words, because it just means that when I get tired, I start going...
And there's a Sternpie on the retreat path of these squads. But he's not going to do anything with that.
Didn't decide to. A small mercy from Isildur.
Just a warning this time.
Wow, Isildur's looking so strong. This is not a good start for Brits on this map, and Feymanville Approach is not necessarily the best map for Brits in Company Heroes tournament history. As we saw in Crossing in the Woods, they do have decent time to set up on that map, yeah. But OKW, such a short map, DevM, they can be so potent and aggressive, ferocious, and it's relentless. They just do not stop.
Exactly, it's like a horde of Zerglings coming in all the time.
Yeah, exactly. On a larger SC2 map, the Zerg rush is not as potent because as Protoss you've got time to set up and to make expansions, but on a shorter map, it's relentless, you can't compete, and that's what we're seeing. I hope that's right, I just made that up, was I right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Actually, you're kind of correct.
Yeah, good man, good, yeah. Well, RTS is RTS, I know it's a completely different game, but a lot of the same fundamentals actually preserve themselves.
We need Kimbo here now for the StarCraft 2 insight.
We do. Well, actually, Devon, I can confirm that I've been Kimbo all along. This is Kimbo on AE's account.
Oh, snap, the plot twist.
I thought you were going to say, I am also Kimbo. Okay. Enough of the BM.
How can you be Kimbo if I'm Kimbo?
Okay. Volksgrenadiers.
Basically joking around as Jove can't even leave his base.
Oh, God. Sniper taking some meaty shots there, and we've always talked about this, Devem. When you're pegged back into your own base sector, Sniper is a great unit to have because it's spoilt for choice for targets. Because if you're surrounded, it's got targets all the way around it basically.
Yeah, exactly. Also, short retreat path to the base.
It's bad when you're talking about a perfect sniper nest in your base sector.
No, you're in a bad position when that happens. But well, Jove is doing the correct choice, to be honest. He needed some way to deal with the MG, and he's probably going to need some more AT next, because, with the advantage that Isildur has, he already has the Schwere.
Wow, what a fuel
We are only
advantage
9 minutes in.
Jesus Christ. And he's got full control and dominance of the fuel. I mean, I know we're only talking about meters, but when the sphere fully envelops that fuel point, the OKW player is doing well.
Well, there's no way that Jove is going to get that fuel now.
No. Sniper, however, still doing work. He's already up to 4 kills. He's also got the Vickers to protect it, and here you go.
I think if there's ever been like a opportunity to go for the Osman, it's going to be now, because there's no way that Jove can get the vehicle out for it, and Isildur probably knows that.
Yeah, I could circumvent the 6-pounder quite easily. Good play from the Volksgrenadier, body blocking and throwing the infiltration grenades. Vickers repositions with time to spare though. And now it's the Volksgrenadier's time to burn.
That flamethrower is actually being pretty decent.
Yeah, it's doing very well indeed. Mostly health damage and allowing the other units to mop up. Important to note, by the way, Jove is stemming the tide of the bleed by capping 2 victory points at the same time now.
Yeah, but you know, 200 VPs by 10 minutes, definitely not where you want to be. I also got a league out, which of course is a very good choice on such a short map.
Oh yeah, the LEIG, the infantry assault gun. Going to be really causing problems for Jove with that sniper especially. Won't be able to sit still for too long. There they go, the Tommies have to hit the ground.
And I'm not sure if he's going for the Ostwin, just needs the manpower, but maybe he's going to wait for the P4.
It's toss, but the Tommies reposition. Beck and the Volksgrenadiers on. They're just trying to hold this victory point. Infiltration Commandos had a pretty torrid time of it. They must have just come onto the battlefield. Oh, there's the ISG with its first round getting 2 kills. Might be a wipe on retreat. Oh, so close.
Yeah, it's already doing work and it just came into the field now.
2 shots, 3 kills. What the hell?
Well, he's still there going for the Panzer IV, so no Ostwin.
Okay. Panzer IV instead. Interesting. Really feels like he's got... To be honest, Devem, I think that's a part of it being a tournament final, you know. Ostwin would have been probably the more obvious choice, but, I mean, a Panzer IV, you can't argue with that, and it'll also be the answer to more questions.
Yeah, it's always the safe choice. Also got commandos out. They are currently capping the manpower points. Armstrong would be proud of this.
Mandos! There's quite a few memes between ourselves and Armstrong. We were like, Armstrong, you really need to play Soviets now. I know you've not played the game for a few years, but Soviets are definitely the thing in tournaments. And he's like, Mandos!
Fits.
Exactly.
Got to use that unit.
Oh yeah. They are sexy though. You've got to give them that with those light gammon bombs and
yeah,
it's creeping around in cover.
And here they come.
Here they come. Infiltrating.
Oh,
they jump from cover to cover. We might be seeing a really cool grenade on retreat, perhaps. No, he thinks about it, and then he reveals himself. Rather controversial. Could have been better.
Control now is going back into Isola's hands. Never mind. Jove actually got control of the left heel.
Nice work. Sniper, by the way, is up to 12 kills. Had an excellent comment from somebody called Weeb Hygiene. Please call in the hands mattress. Never. Oh god, that's funny. But it is true. I mean, Helping Hands popularised the land mattress, and he's used it in like 90% of his Allied tournament games or something. Oh, ISG! Tommy's grouped! That could have been a squad wipe. If that was a little bit to the left, could you imagine that would have been a squad wipe?
Just one shell and 5 5 men down.
It would have been, wouldn't it? We know if that shell landed there, that would have been one dead squad. Fine margins. Ooh, nice! Using the base howitzer to force away the ISG. That's how powerful the ISG is. You've got to use the base howitzer to get rid of it.
You know, Isildur kind of invested a lot into a build that scales better into the mid to late game instead of a build to close out the game sooner. So I think that even with Jove crawling back into the game as Brits, Isildur is going to be in a better position. That league is really going to do work as the game goes on.
It is. Sniper has to keep up and do as much work. Ooh, the Panzer IV's been hit by the 6-pounder and it's been temporary. Where's the wipe?
Yeah, not sure, just
on the middle. Could be.
Yeah, think it might have been the sniper even, not too sure. It was definitely a Volk squad that went down.
Might have been, yeah, it could have been here. Sorry, on the cutoff. You see the cutoff. So we were momentarily distracted, and as was Isilda, losing a focus grenadier on the cutoff.
No, Panzer IV needs to go back, get some repairs done. Which of course is the problem for OKW, just needs to stern power back to base.
Yeah. Retreating as we speak. It's going to take a while though. It's rare for OKW to have to wait. What the? Was that a full squad wipe? The sniper just died to a mine!
No, I think it was the league. It got fed too just now.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. Oh, the sniper, not the sniper, but it did get in the center, but it did that to a mine, yeah.
No, it died to a... Yeah, it was a sniper. Died to a mine. It wasn't the... the ISG coincidentally got vet too.
It did kill something. Not sure what.
Great! Sniper down to a mine. Mines win games.
Everything.
Yeah, everything's dying.
Definitely didn't swipe that part of the map, so
No.
he has the...
Oh, what a retreat path! Oh my god, what an infiltration grenade! He threw it right in the retreat path. Full wipe there. Isilda with some big kills, a little bit of RNG mixed in, but a lot of skill also. So, and let's just... I want to check out this
engagement. That's a squad
engagement.
and the sniper down just in like under 30 seconds.
Oh my lord. We were saying that Isilda wasn't getting the retreat timings, but you don't really need retreat timings when you throw like 20 grenades.
Well, you just need to get them once to count.
And of course, very balanced, the infiltration grenade. Oh, nice from the commandos. Commandos! Come on, Joe, get them working. Where's the light gammon?
Panzer IV is probably heading there.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
But the AT gun is supporting the commandos, and we have a Cromwell out as well.
We do, and the AT gun's also supporting that. Keeping that Panzer IV out, penetrating with 2 shots. Might pursue here. He's thinking of it. He's thinking of it in a big way. Doesn't want to get Fausted, however.
Yeah, that's risky.
That is really risky. However, this... Oh no, the 6-pounder isn't repositioning. What is Jove thinking? He's going Mad Dog here! Jove, you mad Russian!
Yeah, that's greedy.
That is uber greedy. However, he's a smoke shell. He does have cover. It could be a gambit. Like great Russian chess players of
Isilda
old.
doesn't have the munitions for the Faust, so it's actually going to survive.
You lucky bastard. To quote Monty Python. Lucky. Right, here we go. We've got commandos on retreat versus Obersoldat, and they throw the light gammon, and Isilda easily dodges. Commandos rush into the flames, but the MG34 could have wiped them had it not been for the Vickers with the suppression. What a game again, DevM.
Yeah, it seems like Joe is coming back really well into this game, and even though he has 200 VPs, he has just seemingly the right unit composition to deal with each other. Even though he lost that sniper, he's not rebuilding it again. And the Panzer IV is going to meet the AT gun again. By the way, have you put yourself in? Okay, there we go.
No, I was just taking everything into account, just reloading my casting power. I've got a power meter, you see. I'm just letting DevM carry us for a little bit. Used to carrying, aren't you? In your 2v2 games. No, joking. I'm not BMing helping hands, I'm only joking. Enough for that. We did also remark he's the best at rifle nade wipes earlier, so everything balances out in
we're
time.
trying to balance. We give and take.
Give and take, exactly. That's all friends do. Here we go, with the Panzer IV causing problems, but the Cromwell also 8 kills on that versus only 3 for the Panzer IV.
And just in helping hands fashion, we have the land mattress into the field.
Oh, speaking of which, here he is. The Hans Mattress, Her Majesty's finest. Firing rockets that will put you to sleep. unless you completely evacuate the area of denial.
Oh, grenades again on the
Oh,
commandos.
commandos down! Panzer IV!
Has been lost.
Oh my. Let's check out some of these graphs. I swear to God, this game's just ridiculous. What about the KD? Yeah, look at that. 84 to 46, only 20 minutes in. That's a lot for only 20 minutes.
Lots of webs already, yeah.
You know, rest in peace, Mandos. Minute 12 to minute 20. How we hardly knew ye. Oh, there's a mine there. Royal Engineers need to be careful. They just laid a mine. I'm sure the ISG would have fun detonating that, maybe on the next salvo.
I want to see that Lee get sniper with one of the shells.
Oh, yeah. Well, the sniper is back out. Hopefully they didn't tell Jock what happens to his predecessor.
Well, still no minesweeper, so you can still swipe the mine this way.
Oh my god, thank god for that. It's a smoke barrage from the ISG this time.
Thought it was going to be another wipe on that sapper squad.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to take one of our
Pyrotechnics. This time from the sniper. Coordinated fire for 45 munitions. Rarely seen ability, really. Most people probably forget it has that.
Map is very even now.
It really is. However, we now have the Panther coming out.
Yeah, Jove is going to need something to deal with that. I don't think 180 gun is going to be enough.
enemy threatening a capture
Infiltration
point.
commandos come onto the field. Oh, and grenades of the same variety on the trench. Oof. ISG further punishing Jove. How many kills does that thing have? 7. It feels like so much more.
Yeah, it does. I think it does the lot of HP damage. So.
Yeah, it's a really good point, yeah. Also in the south, we've got Obersoldaten with the MG34, not, of course, the SGG44. So this cover, toting Tommies, should be safe.
And we have the P4 moving to the left. Obviously, he wants to deal with that Tommy squad, so the Obersoldaten can cap the victory point.
There is the Panzer IV and also the Panzer V on the battlefield. Nice from the top, from the
He might
artillery
wait
there.
it again, go to the left, and then rush in with the Panther. We'll see.
Great map
Because,
for him. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's trying to wait AT again to the left, and he's probably going to do a rush now.
Oh, well pulled by
Jove knows
Devon.
this.
Jove knows it and he's completely evacuating the premises, Devon. So from top level player to top level player, you saw it coming and so did Jove.
Yeah, he was quick to back down.
Very quick, and that's decisive, and those kind of quick decision making can preserve your presence on the battlefield.
Enemy action has destroyed
Oh,
our
the,
forward
the
position.
league took down the trench.
Hey, I saw that, yeah.
So now this center VP can be capped by the OKW forces, which should give the triple cap back to Isildur.
Do you want a prediction, Devon?
Go ahead.
See these Mandos? They're going to be Vet 3 by the end of the
We're
game.
losing a capture point.
Do you know
That's
why?
a bold prediction.
Because there's a heck ton of medium cover, and if Jove uses them correctly, he could absolutely go to town. The entire middle of the map is now medium cover.
That's a very good point. The problem is that he needs also to deal with the Panther right now. Not
Yep.
sure.
Oh, and that's taking out his Vickers as well. However, the 6-pounder and the Cromwell are in position. Vet 5 Volksgrenadiers are going to live to tell the tale. Oh, nearly die though. Cromwell with a big hit.
That was close.
6-pounder's missing. Cromwell comes in to give vision. Meanwhile,
Again,
Commandos.
Jove is kind of saving up. I'm not sure for what really. Maybe a Firefly coming in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sniper. 6 kills. ISG on negative cover. Needs to be careful. Good job he retreated. Obersoldaten versus Engineers. We know who wins that one. Of course, Engineers. They're so powerful. Look at that.
Oh, before he's hitting the
Oh!
sniper. The base. Almost.
Almost. Cromwell comes to deal with it. Rear armor somehow through the front. Oh my lord!
Oh, he got greedy for the sniper and overstayed his welcome.
6-pounder gets the kill. And Her Majesty's rockets coming down on the support weapons.
He's going for the left VP with the Sapper squad,
Not
but
bad.
there's a Volk squad coming in.
And he's missed the victory point circle as well.
that as well, yeah.
Not the best capping attempt ever. They're drunk. Sorry to say this, mate, but you're not in the circle. I am in the circle! Okay, sure. Right, here we go. The Cromwell Veterancy 2, 13 kills. Going for the crush! And missing.
There's the Panther coming in.
Ousted him for some reason. Okay. You want to do that? Go ahead. Ooh, a one-man Tommy retreats through the centre. Sniper's been hit from long range. Has to be careful because the Obers are coming. The Obers are coming. Devon needs to retreat. There you go.
Yeah, the Overs are going to push back the AT so now the Panther can work on that Cromwell. But seems like he doesn't fancy that, and the Panther is back in the base sector.
Here come those commandos, double throwing grenades. Oh, the command, well dodged by Isildur. Jumps forward just before he hits the hard retreat. Really good play by the Brit. Playing against the OKW. Firefly's out. He needs this to work.
Problem is he doesn't have any VPs to work with, so he needs to get a hold of those.
One-man commando still neutralising the victory point, needs to retreat. Thanks to the Cromwell, by the way, with the fire smoke shell for 20 munitions, allowing the Cromwell to neutralise. Meanwhile, in the south, Tommies take the victory point, stemming the tide of the victory point bleed at 74 remaining for Jove.
And it's going to be all or nothing really soon for Jove.
All or nothing, double or quits. He needs to make a play. He needs to throw in his chips because he's down on his luck. And Isildur is looking to take the series 2-1 into the fourth game.
There's that just came out as well. Oh, it's. I feel like it's going to be now that the game is going to be decided.
6-pounder took a big shot in. The Cromwell's coming in for the Panzer 5. Can't make the shots it needs. This is a big gamble from Jove. Now has to reverse away. Meanwhile, the vanilla Panzer 4 watches as the Obers are pushed away.
We got artillery on the center.
Scavenger artillery. What's the sniper doing? Get out of there! The sniper's obliterated! Feel Jove was distracted in the south, perhaps. Didn't see it coming.
Yeah, definitely was.
It's been a long day of best of fives. This is the second best of five series these players are playing, which means their finesse and their prowess at preservation really begins to cease. And it's all about who has the endurance to keep the battle ongoing.
Yeah, well, the center victory point is decapped for now, but I think Isildur isn't going to let that slide in for long.
Double Vet 5 Focus Grenadiers hunting down. They now focus on the Tommy squad, but the Cromwell watches on. Oh, with a good shot, keeps the Tommy alive.
Tegan down. Panther already coming in after that.
Panther's son. Oh, pushing in. Oh, nice by the Firefly. However, it's on low on health. Needs to be careful. Heat grenade beckons. Cromwell is pushed out of there. I meant commandos. I just had to change what I was saying. Nice nade on the MG by the Mandos. Gets rid of the Vet 2 MG with the Sten guns.
Commandos are almost fair too, so you might be right.
It might be, but they nearly got killed by the ISG, so I kind of got a bit scared there.
Yeah, it's Fat 3 now, so it's really good.
Bundle made. MG somehow gets out of there nearly. Oh, but he can't get the cap.
That's just 56 VPs.
Ouch. Oh, and look at this in the south. 2 Vet 5 Folks Grenadiers are going to go for that victory point. And also the 6-pounder for the steal if they want it. Really think Jove, after a great game 2, isn't having the best game 3. Especially after the 25-minute mark. Things have fallen apart a little bit for him. Oh!
Yeah.
Here comes the Panther, trying to take out that Firefly. No 6-pounder, of course, so it's out on its own. Cromwell comes to meat shield for it with the glass cannon unit.
Yeah, it's just trying to buy time for the VPs to go down, basically.
And that was brutal there. The centre point of that Tommy squad, model rather, was not in the circle, so that it was not counting towards the victory point neutralisation. It's all about the centre mass. It's obviously a computer calculation.
Commandos are creeping into the center again.
Go on, Mandos! 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 Mandos!
That's going
Mandos!
to be the next intro. Cromwell going to the left, VP, see if we can get it under control.
Needs to try his best.
Yeah, doesn't have anything there to gap with.
Tommy squad's going there. Fireflies had to be ultra aggressive. Does get the kill though on the Panzer IV. Commandos taking that point also. Got the Cromwell Veterancy 3 with 23 kills, forcing away the Folks Grenadier. 9 points remaining. Mandos push their way on. Veterancy 2 and counting, and they wipe the MG. They now are up against 2 Vet 5 Folks Grenadiers.
Also have a grenade in, good dodge.
Oh no! The Mandos die!
Look on the left again, he wasn't inside the circle.
Oh no! Devem, that's brutal. What are they doing? They're taking a piss against the wall. Let's watch Jenkins. We need to cover his back as he takes a piss. Didn't we have orders, sir? We needed to cap the victory point. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, that was a well-played game by Isilda. We were probably over-focusing on some of Jove's failings, but we do know that Isilda played a fantastic game there, and he's now leading the series 2-1. And we're back in the lobby. I'm just going to give some kills out for you. I might as well just go back to the screen. The ISG, somebody requested, had 17 kills. Mandos with 9. Cromwell 23 is quite notable. Landmatras had a whopping 2. Folks Grenadiers 11, 16 and 14 respectively. So a pretty high kill game for certain units. Oh, and may as well show the stat screen also. 137 to 102. Personal best unit for Isilda was just Folks Grenadiers all round in its entirety. And there's the graphs, army value. It's a pretty tight game, to be fair, in army value, but the points held tells a different story.
Yeah, that's what like OKW does best.
Certainly does. And let's update the brackets now. Oh, by the way, just a small appeal. This tournament is completely above board. I've gotten a lot of bits, so I don't mind buying a few Steam games, especially on sale for the referees and for DevM and for Tightrope, who have all helped out. So there's like 6 guys that have helped make this tournament possible. But if you fancy donating just $10 or $5 or $1, whatever it might be, I was thinking of buying everybody that's contributed to this tournament done the dirty work behind the scenes, a Steam game on the sale. But yeah, we did hit the prize pool funding, so that was all done. There's the donation screen. We had 10,080. Every single penny went into the tournament exactly. If you add up the prize pool, it hits 1080. So now anything further to that would be a Steam game, 1 for each of the referees and 1 for each of the casters. That's all that is.
And DevM grabbing cash by casting now.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to buy him Terraria for $3 on Steam. Cash grab DevM, right? Worth for like 8 hours of work. It's hard, but down there in the casting mines, it's hard in there. when you've got
It's tough, but honest work.
when you're playing Stellaris, like a 2012 title later on today, Dev, I mean, that's so worth it. Look what Doggy posted me on Steam. I mean, it's $300 for 6. Buy him this. Oh, 97 off. Wow. Borderlands is 300 euros worth of stuff for €3. That's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's so bad.
Certainly could afford that myself. No need for donations there. I have got a lot of subscriptions. Of course, I get a little tiny bit of ad revenue from YouTube, so I'm not too bothered myself. I'd do this for free anyway. I enjoy it. Literally. There we go. Isolde 2-1 up in the series. Just check out the brackets there. I'm sure you've all been looking at that. I can see we currently have 55 people just looking at the brackets live. Yeah, I think Dev M and I work very well as a team. Obviously, my previous partner Stormus is a little bit AFK from the community these days, so it's always good to find new people to cast with. Tightrope, excellent yesterday, despite it being very late in the morning. And I think
Tightrope is awesome too, as a caster.
It's also, I always like casting with top level players like yourself, Von Ivan, because your feel for the game obviously is so sharp. So you see things a little bit